Now, with this recent revelation that people are just going to use Creator Clash to attack Anisa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. It's been really disheartening to see how often Ethan will attack Creator Clash through us or attack us through Creator Clash. He's saying the event is going to be worse than TanaCon. Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event. Don't worry, Ela, I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it.
Okay, after we check out the new Content Deputy H3H3 video by Idubbbz. I'm so excited. Oh god, this is gonna be so fun. Okay, so people were saying, hey, Nick, do you think that Idubbbz is gonna be posting any kind of response to Ethan at any point? Do you think this is gonna come out? Because Ethan's obviously been talking a lot of shit. So inevitably, are we going to see some Idubbbz response action? And right now, Creator Clash has been drowning. They didn't really promote it in the first one. I don't think they promoted it at all. But now I'm seeing right here, Creator Clash. Denims live chat explanation. That's gonna send me through this. I am gonna lose my mind when he starts to, he's gonna do the whole Ethan has put a second chat on the screen and they're gaslighting you into thinking that there's more hate. He's gonna, that's okay, awesome. It's already, it's forming. Wow, okay. In 1972, the crack commando unit was sent to prison by the military for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped a maximum security stockade in the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem and no one else can help you, you can find them. Maybe you can hire the A-team. Okay, let's get going, guys. We are so fucking in. We are so fucking in, dude. 2025 is the situation. The year that keeps on giving, ladies and gentlemen. New Content Cop just dropped. That's not what we do here, is go back. That's gonna happen, right? It's not Content Cop. This is not Content Deputy. This is fucking Idubbbz Complains again. I got stealthed. I just got stealthed again. Hold on. No, if he's not gonna do it, we're gonna do it.
What we do here is go back.
Okay, that was it. That's the fun. Fun's over. Idubbbz Complains. My wife started at OnlyFans. Let's go. There he is. He's wearing the hat for 3 seconds. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Content Deputy. Now normally in a Content Deputy I would dance around in my cop outfit in the woods, but this video isn't going to have any of that.
Why? Why? It's, dude, why?
Fanfare, we're just going to get straight into it. I was hoping that if I made
This makes no sense! That was the part that everyone wanted to see!
A video about Ethan, he would act like an adult and he would keep the attacks.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, dude. You're acting like a little child right now, okay? You're acting like a bunch of fucking children, dude. You're acting like children. Holy fuck, dude. Look at me, dude. I'm Backstabbing, all right? I'm Ian. I've matured. I've developed empathy at 30. Unfortunately, Ethan has yet to learn that life lesson.
Directed at me and Anisa. Unfortunately, I was wrong in thinking that because Ethan, in a desperate attempt to attack and smear Anisa and I, he started attacking our charity event.
Yes!
I don't know if you noticed, but the last year they lost $250,000. To be charitable, you actually have to give money to charity, Hassan. You have to give money.
I won. I literally won. I brute forced this. I pushed for this. We've done it, chat. We've done it.
Money to be charity. It's like a slush fund for them.
Ethan and Ela are well aware that we raised $1.3 million for charity.
The first time. Survey, show me how much they earned the second time.
The first year of Creator Clash. The second year we operated at a loss, and I take full responsibility for it.
Dude, how do you say this with a straight face? I can't even tell if he's doing it with a straight face. He's covering his face when he says they operated at a loss. No one just does this. No one does this and then does a third event.
for that. We did clash. The second year we operated at a loss.
He covered his face to explain it.
$3 million for charity the first year of Creator Clash. The second year we operated at a loss, and I take full responsibility for that. We did—
Really? Because you made a video saying the penis pill pirates were watching your fucking stream. Okay, that's why. It was the pirating, guys. It wasn't that we overcommitted. We spent too much money on a gala. Our charity event is supposed to be VidCon. It had nothing to do with all that other shit. Oh, the comedian? No. The penis pill pirates, okay? We're broadcasting my stream and everyone was watching it.
And together, the community and the fighters involved ended up raising $175,000 for charity. It's been really disheartening to see how often Ethan will attack Creator Clash through us or attack us through Creator Clash.
Ian and Anisa, masters of putting on an event.
He's reposting random troll accounts that are very easy to vet. If you click on this profile, it has a bunch of Sam Hyde adjacent posts, and it just—
What? What? Who cares? Oh my dude, Sam Hyde just won so hard. Somebody goes, stop ignoring refunds. Stop ignoring my emails. Uh-oh. Guys, look, it's Sam Hyde adjacent. Please ditch the hoe, man. Go back to Mexico. Dude, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. So there's entire subreddit posts about people saying that they can't get refunds. Do you think that everyone is Sam Hyde adjacent or lying?
Just hates Anisa and I. Come on, dude, you're one step away from calling me a cuck. Just take the plunge. He's highlighting the—
Oh my god. Dude, he's doing it again. You know, this is the Idubbbz gaslight. The only people who hate me, Idubbbz, are people who are homophobic and fucking racist because they want me to say the N-word and the F-slur. The only people who hate my wife are people who fucking hate OnlyFans, incel losers. The only people who hate Creator Clash are people who hate charity. They like line themselves up behind walls and walls of defense mechanisms so people can't critique their character. He's already starting it.
This post that equates Creator Clash to a crypto rug pull. He's saying the event is going to be worse than TanaCon. Can't wait for them to—
I mean, yeah, I think that, like, nobody got hurt at Creator Clash 2 is probably the nicest thing you could possibly say. Wait, that's me! Holy shit, dude! Let's go! Wait, that's me!
blame us rug pull. He's saying the event is going to be worse than TanaCon. Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event. Don't worry, Ela. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything.
Wait, what do you mean accountability? Like your charity event was doing so fucking well before? Bro, I promoted your event more than your fighters. Both times, mind you. Okay? People know what your event is because of fucking me. Because of fucking Ethan. Otherwise, people wouldn't even know there's a fight happening.
So that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it. Now with this...
Yeah, dude, that was the reason why Creator Clash 3 failed is because of Ethan Klein. Okay, nobody asked what happened with Creator Clash 2, an event that Ethan definitely supported. Nobody asked questions about that, all right? The reason why the next one failed, that's Ethan and Ela's fault, okay? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how history will remember it.
Recent revelation that people are just going to use...
He's literally, yeah, it's also like, you know, the internet should blame you. Dude, oh my god, this is so funny, bro. Holy fuck. I think this guy's an idiot. I think he's an actual moron.
Actually blame you guys for it. Now with this recent revelation that people are just going to use Creator Clash to attack Anisa and I, Anisa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We have relinquished control to our business partners who ran the previous two events. They're very capable.
Our business partners who ran the previous two events. You're getting two things here. One, he's absolving himself of Creator Clash 2's problems and admitting that, like, him and his wife didn't do any of the business stuff behind the scenes, and it was all this third-party company, and that the optics of the situation made it significantly worse. And, like, I have a question. Why didn't you just leave Creator Clash after Creator Clash 2 and give it to somebody else? I mean, it doesn't have to be like Oscar De La Hoya or Jake Paul or whoever the fuck was trying to take it from you. But why did you do charity again if you guys couldn't do charity? Now, I will say, I did speak about this privately with somebody. This was something that I heard about. And my response to that person, my response to the person who told me that this was a possibility, is that this event is, a month and a half away. Nobody's going to pick up the phone and buy tickets. It's still very much your event. I have no idea how you directly benefit from this, if you're still associated with it. When you say that you're stepping away from the event, does that mean you won't be attending, that you're not going to your own party? I don't know what that means. So I hope he gives us some guidance here, because I think that the most people, even by you stepping down and leaving the event, are still going to view this as your event, and I think it's doomed.
They know exactly what they're doing. They run events on a...
And again, here's another thing. Is Ian and Anisa, this is a question I had for the person telling me, and I don't have any answers to this, I have no way to know. Is Ian and Anisa stepping away because it's the altruistic thing to do? Are they choosing to walk away from this event because, oh, well, they're going to attack us? Or are the business partners saying, hey, you guys are so fucking stupid, okay? Putting Lena in a horrible position, and then her getting fucking, dropping her from the card, even though I guess it's her, I don't know, pressuring her to start posting promotion, leading to her dropping from the card, and this whole situation with Harley, and all the Hassan Jew stuff, and maybe you guys are so fucking stupid, it would be in the company's best interest to remove you from the event. Okay, we don't know how the mechanics here are working at all whatsoever. He's saying, hey, we're seeing hate, we're leaving. I don't know if I trust him.
Anisa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We have...
was this fully on their own accord? Or, was he planning on staying?
Relinquished control to our business partners who ran the previous two events.
Also, the content cop using the buy clip art as one of the few minor edits that we've seen so far just burns my soul.
They're very capable. They know exactly what they're doing. They run events on a regular basis. The event is still happening. Anisa and I just don't have any financial ties. We don't have any ownership. We are, I think just going to be known as the founders of the event. Yeah, I mean, I think it had to come to...
Are you going to go to the event, though? Are you still going to go to the gala and take pictures with people and, are you going to be at the event? Are you going to walk around there?
This eventually. I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't, I can. I just didn't want to. I want to be frank. I want to be honest. I was
Really? Because you said you'd kill yourself if you had to cover the content nuke, and then a couple weeks later you posted a video about it.
Quiet during the second Creator Clash because I was afraid of how that would impact other people.
If your wife was quiet, it might have sold better.
This year I said I'm going to do something different. I'm going to fight back if someone's trying to attack me. So that's what I did. And now I've realized
it didn't go well.
I can't really have my cake and eat it too. It's either you're going to talk shit like a foul beast on...
This just proves to me that he's actually fucking stupid. That he would literally... he spiraled his entire event out of control when he could have just waited till after and then fought back against it. And this doesn't make any sense. You said that in the past you didn't speak about Creator Clash, okay? But now you chose to go the other way and fight about Creator Clash. But Ethan wasn't targeting Creator Clash specifically until you made the video. Because he wasn't targeting you. You inserted yourself into the situation. You blew up your relationship with Lena. You blew up your relationship with Harley. Then after that, they started targeting Creator Clash. This entire framing of events is not in chronological order.
It was very quiet during the second Creator Clash because I was afraid of how that would impact other people. This year I said I'm going to do something different. I'm going to fight back.
This isn't your altruistic defense of Creator Clash. This is your ego death against Ethan. And then you yourself harm Creator Clash by making this video.
If someone's trying...
Yeah, Ethan probably wouldn't have started relitigating Creator Clash if you didn't make this video. But it had nothing to do with Creator Clash 2, and you're invoking it here. It's weird.
To attack me. So that's what I did. And now I've realized, I can't really have my cake and eat it too. It's either you're going to talk shit like a foul beast on the internet, or you're going to have a charity event.
It sounds like you knew this when you were talking about it on your wife's podcast.
It really can't be both. I'm very proud of the event that we made with Creator Clash. It's still happening, June 28th.
Which one, the first one or the second one? And holy clip art, Batman. That logo is impossible to put in a thumbnail. Maybe that was their intent.
I'm just not...
It looks like somebody fucked up the colors. What is that? Why is it green?
I'm gonna be involved in it. Please.
God, we need more pea yellow or something.
For the love of...
pea green or whatever. Yellow green.
God, support this event. I feel like in some ways I'm cutting...
I think Hellbent called it word art supreme.
Off an arm so that I could escape the bear trap and so I can fight... Well, that's a bad analogy. You guys get it. We've already told all the fighters, and it seems
this
like
guy is mentally... The bear trap is like Sam Hyde's fucking Like, he's stuck in a well outside of Sam Hyde's house screaming for help.
People understand that this is the best move. If the previous content cop was entertaining to you, or this video is entertaining, or you like the message.
I'm sorry, what is the music? I don't mean to be a total fucking asshole here. What is like the whistle in the background?
The fighters, and it seems like most people understand that this is the best move.
This like weird uppity, like upbeat.
If the previous content cop was entertaining.
Turn off the whistle! Turn it off! Turn off the whistle!
To you, or this video is entertaining, or you like the message.
Yeah, he's got like feel-good music playing while his event is evaporating.
The best thing that you can do, for me, is to support Creator Clash. Buy a ticket, buy a pay-per-view ticket, an in-person ticket.
Do not buy this! Do not support this event! Do not support the official release, okay? Sorry, the Dragon Ball Z Abridged, I don't know. Do not fucking support this event.
Or donate.
Donate directly to charity.
To the fundraiser.
Watch Jake Paul.
Watch
the UFC, actually. Don't watch Jake Paul. Watch the UFC.
I just want to see this event do well. You know,
I'm rooting against it.
Try this shit because I thought I was going to be a good boxer.
He snaked all his fucking friends. He's a huge piece of shit. Fuck this guy. Fuck his event. Donate directly to charity. They couldn't even get the money there last time.
I didn't think I would be an awesome event organizer. And, you know, now I'm finally back to where I started, which is making fucking content cop videos. I
didn't think I'd be a good event organizer. Proceeded to not be a good event organizer.
I want to make this too ham-fisted, but I kind of do want to make it ham-fisted, because I'm like, I spent my last fucking 4 years working on this stupid boxing shit. I mean, it was worth it, absolutely, but like, it's crazy that I've just returned to content.
That's probably what Harley thinks after he blew 6 months getting ready to fight. Just to be on the Israel-Palestine card.
Having said all that, Creator Clash ticket link down in the description.
Okay, we're just gonna skip this.
To roll around in shit. I think me and Ethan are both meant to be rolling around in pig shit all day long, and other people are meant to do boxing or debating or whatever else. Ethan and me, pig shit rolling around type of fella.
Oh, it seems about like all you're good for these days.
You underestimate my strength! I've got kosher strength! The will of Allah! I mean Yahweh! Yahweh!
I think
that would be awesome. Imagine if that was the main event. That actually would sell tickets.
The worst criticisms I labeled that Ethan is.
Yeah, somebody wrote in the chat, hey guys, I just want to let everyone know that now that I have rammed the ship directly into the iceberg, I will officially be stepping down as the captain of the fucking Titanic. Hey guys, now that the ship is capsized and half the people are dead, I would like everyone to know that I will no longer be the captain of the Titanic.
He's a bad boss, a tyrant of a boss.
Bro, like, did this guy step down or did he get fired? Come on, come on.
Just implied that he was being taken advantage of by people either in his community or outside of his community, and I called him a bitch-made coward. That was like the summary of personal insults labeled at Ethan. Before Ethan even knew what my video was about.
Bro, you made a video flipping him off with all the people harassing him and who are like platforming the bad empanada guy and like laughing about the CPS shit with his fucking house. Like, of course, dude. Oh, dude, I was trying to help you out, buddy. Think of it as like a personal handshake from me to you in video form. It's like me metaphorically patting you on the shoulder, telling you it's going to be okay in video form.
Already framing me as anti-Semitic.
But he's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys, right?
I don't know if that's what the video is.
I'm one of you. I fucking hate Jews too, guys. Let's get after it. Israelis have no right to defend.
And the context to this clip is he's finding out that Ian just got in bed with all of the psychotic fucking people. This is like him finding out in real time the content cop had come out. So he's like, holy fuck, my friend Ian just made a video with Frogan Denims in Hassan's house and like snapped on me. Yeah, I mean, I think this is totally justified with him being fucking unhinged here.
Themselves, actually. All Israelis are settlers, actually. What is he going to give you?
And obviously, most of this is in jest.
History lesson now? Is he a historian? Yeah, he just discovered empathy, by the way, and only extends to the point where you're actually talking about Jewish people or Israelis. Then empathy stops, and they should all be murdered. Bro's actually out there like Timothy McVeigh. He's running to the closest fucking kindergarten to blow it up. There's a Jew. I heard there's a Jewish.
That's not what Timothy McVeigh did.
Like, this is clearly a joke. Wait, why are they playing this? Like, this is a legitimate point that he's making. Wow, dude, I could see by the black fucking outfit he's wearing in this extremely low quality image of him sprinting away that he obviously wants to blow up an elementary school.
They want all you guys to quit and for me to just be like alone.
Ian has no idea what a joke is anymore.
Little Jew boy alone.
Like, Ethan, under a year ago, was saying he doesn't use anti-Semitism in that way. He's not a guy to call anything and everything anti-Semitic.
You know, in my whole life, I've never screamed foul on anti-Semitism. I literally have been getting this shit since the second I stepped foot on the internet, and I have never fucking ever done this.
I'm guessing there's a but here, but I'm also guessing the clip ends right now.
Okay, so the people online, they're saying, oh, Ethan's making himself a victim, or Ethan's making everything about anti-Semitism. I've done this once in my life right now.
But he's like, no, actually,
There's the but. Okay, it is here.
Ethan, the fucking
what
Jew
if
bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys, right?
I don't know.
You know, this really hits super hard if there's a guy who's not currently, like, the main anti-Semitic attack target right now. And you did a video with the people who are pushing those things on him. Like, this is... Oh, my God. He's acting like... This is the Hassan stuff. We just watched this Hassan segment for, like, 40 minutes where they just loop and loop and loop and loop on the same talking point.
That's what the video is.
I mean, I get that he's
Yeah, he's not Al Sharpton.
scared and offended, but this was the whole fucking point of my video, Ethan. I was saying that you shouldn't be doing this.
Do you think Ethan is Al Sharpton for screaming anti-Semitism at fucking... anti-Semitism?
It led to me making this
It's extremely dishonest.
video in the first place. You were triggered by this CPS harassment thing, and then you immediately equated Anisa and I to it.
Wait, oh, he does know what that is. Hold on, wait,
That
what?
you shouldn't be doing this. It led to me making this video in the first place. You were triggered by this CPS harassment thing.
You were triggered by the CPS harassment thing is a fucking sentence. Okay, I need to, like, unpack this mentally. That is such a... Seems like you're mad, buddy. Is Fatty mad over the CPS call? What does that even... Dude, what is this video, bro?
Right?
What is going on?
I don't know
Fatty's mad over the CPS call.
that's what-
It sounds like a flamenco
what the
argument.
video is.
I mean, I get that he's scared and offended, but this was the whole fucking point of my video, Ethan. I was saying that you shouldn't be doing this. It led to me making this video in the first place. You were triggered by this CPS harassment thing, and then you immediately equate
Ian, you're rewriting history again. You never mentioned the CPS call in the entire video. This is the whole reason I made it. That one thing that I never mentioned and played clips entirely out of context for the duration of the video. Wow, dude. That's so profound, bro. You should make content cop. You're really good at video essays.
video, Ethan. I was saying that you shouldn't be doing this. It led to me making this video in the first place. You were triggered by this CPS harassment thing, and then you immediately equated Anisa and I to it. That was sloppy, and that was horrendous.
Because you joined the fucking people who are doing this. You were like, okay, what side do I take? I don't want to take a side. I'll take the side that is doing this to Ethan. Like, all of these things that you're complaining about, you went in bed with people, and then you got mad that you caught shit for doing it. Then stay out of it. If you don't want to get caught in the crossfire, then don't fucking talk about it. Yeah, the silence meant something.
It was horrendous for
But so do the actions.
us. And now you're doing it again.
I'm
It's interesting how he only mentioned CPS now. Well, yeah, because he's aware of the criticism.
gonna watch it live.
Should you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. But like, why?
I just don't think. I feel like you're gonna get really emotional and say something you regret.
Oh, no.
Well, I've got the button.
Like, I know you don't have a problem taking it head on, but I just feel
Of course
like
not, because I know.
How many of the clips that we're going to see here are from Ethan finding out that his friend backstabbed him for an hour and a half? And how many clips here are going to be him rebuking it and then in the actual stream where he goes through the entire video from start to finish? Because I've noticed so far that almost every clip we've seen is from when he got caught off guard on the stream that Ian pretended, in my opinion, I don't know if it's factually accurate, pretended that he posted accidentally while they were already live because there were video problems. It seems like the intent was to capture Ethan off guard and then record his reaction and use it, but that's just my personal opinion.
Oh, that
you're
whatever.
understandably
Yeah, this is seriously horribly clipped. I mean, it's brought to you by the guy who made the last horribly clipped video.
upset, and I feel like it might be a little.
Should we wait to talk about it, or you want to talk about it?
You should do it off stream. Because I don't know. This escalated initially because we were live and you guys were heated
Which
about.
way is this gonna go? The Ethan's unhinged way, or the Ethan's crew is trying to calm him down because he's too emotional?
I forget what it was.
I just think it might be wise to watch it, think out your thoughts, and respond in a calm way. Because there's no chance that you don't get heated.
If you talk to my therapist, Dr. Lipschitz, he could have helped you through this, Ethan.
I don't need to fucking pre-watch this. I don't need someone else to hold my hand through it. Like, I'm ready to take on anything that these people have.
This is a good clip of Ethan, too, so you know it's going to be followed by something stupid.
Hold my hand through it. Like, I'm ready to take on anything that these people have to say about me. He's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys. I'm one of you.
You know, you can actively see when he took the clip off of Yeet's Twitter and didn't pull it himself because it drops to 480p between clips. Like, this is something that he went and clipped, and this is off of Yeet's Twitter because you could see how pixelated Ethan gets. Like, he just downloaded the specific clip off of the Twitter account.
To fucking pre-watch this. I don't need someone else to hold my hand through it. Like, I'm ready to take on anything that these people have to say about me. He's like, no,
he was too lazy to go find this in the search.
Actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer.
I know it because I usually take his clips to put on my fucking video intros.
So guys, I'm one of you. I fucking hate Jews too, guys.
You attacked us, so I attacked back, and now you're acting surprised and shocked, and you're doing it all on your podcast.
He attacked you because he felt like you weren't defending him. You attacked him by getting into bed with all the people harassing him, and then you literally made a video that was full of misinformation, like cropped clips, bad, like contextless shit. Yeah, like that's not the same thing, dude.
Live. So naturally, you reacting live is you having an emotional reaction and seeing things that honestly are scary.
Are you calling your video response like, wait, is he justifying a bad pre-recorded scripted video by saying that like Ethan's live streamed response is aggressive?
Act back, and now you're acting surprised and shocked, and you're doing it all on your podcast live. So naturally, you reacting live is you having an emotional reaction.
So he's saying that his previous content cop is an emotional reaction, one that was written, recorded, edited, watched back over, released. I don't think he understands how like podcasting works.
And seeing things that honestly are scary.
But it was emotional, cop. I was right.
Just said I vented about them not defending me. What the fuck is he like? He's actually losing his shit and I just can't believe it, dude.
Should call him up.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
But how many views does your content cop have? Like 1.6 million? Wait, hold on. Isn't this like one of your most viewed videos in years? 6.7 million. Oh, I'm sorry. I was off by 5 million.
Fair weather friends who are so happy to be friends as long as they're getting something out of it.
Ian sucks for the same reason right now. He could say something
spineless.
Dude, the more I hear this, the more I agree with them.
Our POV is like, fuck everybody, and I don't want to hear any excuses. You're not my friend, and you never were, and you never will be. You never will be.
What's very insane about this content cop is I was thinking about
Because you could say that. You could look at this from Ian's perspective, but then you have to remember the video that Ian went and made, right? Like, okay, yeah, it is kind of stupid for him to say that he vented in that live stream. That being said, am I really supposed to take that from Ian?
Feeling so much in that video. I thought about the idea of like how I shouldn't be saying the term Zionist or Zionism in that video, because I was like, he has explained before that that's personally insulting to him and he doesn't like
It's like, why do you think they're upset, Ian? Why is your first mention of the CPS call like 5 minutes into your second video after you've already established all your arguments?
You know, regardless of how true it is, I was like, I'm going to think about Ethan's feelings and not mention this. Fast forward to him reacting to my video, he's just outright calling me a fucking Nazi.
Is it a coincidence that Ian really shaved his head just before doing this video and he's holding a swastika one? I mean, we can free Palestine without being a Nazi. You fucking Nazis. How about that? Well, this is the white savior, Ian, who's just found empathy, unless you're Jewish, of course.
I said the same thing. I think it's hilarious. He grabbed the swastika sword, shaved his head, and made a video on the Jews. I think that's fucking hilarious.
Ethan, people are allowed to shave their head and not be called anti-Semitic. I mean,
yeah, but usually they don't pick up the swastika sword.
You're going to critique his podcast or be pissed off that he personally insulted you. Even that is enough to be called anti-Semitic. It's fucking crazy. Now, I don't want to talk about Hassan's sword.
Oh, why don't you want to talk about it, Mr. I shaved my head and
I want to talk about Hassan's sword hilt because Ethan himself basically admitted already multiple times he doesn't think any of us did that intentionally. And he would be right.
Do I think any of them actually like wanted to put a swastika in the photo? No, no. I don't actually think that.
But that doesn't absolve you of the criticism.
The chances that they did on purpose is close to zero, right? So I'm not accusing them.
I think they were trying to be safe, edgy. I think they did it on purpose. I think they knew they could talk their way out of it, and they did it on purpose.
I picked up a random sword in Hassan's room that was laying around. That could
Then why'd you point it towards the camera that way?
be the end of the discussion.
If he held it straight, we wouldn't even know what sword it was.
You don't actually need to debate Hassan about the sword hilt.
He left it up.
Decision making.
If it was a mistake, he could have deleted it.
But I'm not going to delete the photo.
But I thought it was because all the other swords were super heavy. I thought Hassan said that that was the lightest sword, and that's why they picked it. Not that it was a random sword they've selected.
Because that would be indulging in your weird anti-Semitic fantasies.
We can free Palestine without being a Nazi. You fucking Nazis. How about that?
I'm done being nice to Ethan. I gave it a chance.
Wait, when were you being nice to Ethan? Like, this is the kind of shit. Like, I can empathize with some of this. When were you being nice to him? Like, wow, I can't believe Ethan said this thing on the podcast or whatever. That was, I guess, not totally accurate. Anyway, guys, so in my previous video, I was super nice to Ethan.
My sincerity and my empathy in that last video was real. I was even equating to him having crashed.
You brought on a person who then turned around and said, oh, I lied. I actually wasn't trying to be. I did this because I thought I had to do it. And then somebody else cried after they were in your video.
Crash out moments in the same way that
this is like insane.
Was real. I was even equating to him having crash out moments in the same way that Denims could have crash out moments. I think we're all capable of it, but he was using it in the video to suggest that I was making fun of his mental health.
To my good friend Ian of 8 years, I really appreciate you weaponizing my mental health against me.
To make Ethan crash.
What is this? What is this now? Smaggle has sent me something. Anisa the Greasy. Wait, what is this? Oh no, Anisa could not shut her mouth again. Oh my god. Hey baby girl, what is happening right now? I know you're so desperate for any crumbs from me, so here's a really big piece of fuck you. Damn sis, you go sis. Yas queen. Yas queen, yas. We are not financially tied to this event, and even when we were, we had it structured to protect us and the charity. You have no power over us. You're just an asshole. It's like these guys forget that they had an entire charity event with multiple galas, okay, with a trauma gala, all right, with a comedian, with like thousands of dollars in stipends per fighter, okay, in the Tampa Bay Lightning Stadium, okay, that was supposed to have like night of the fight bonuses for fighters if it was like the first one, that made no money. Okay? Yes, we are allowed to make these criticisms of you because you have fucked this charity event before. It is entirely understandable for people to have reservations of the third event that should not exist. You cannot sit here and act like a stuck-up, and I'm gonna say it, bitch, okay? You can't sit here and act like a stuck-up bitch when you fucked up charity, all right? Inbred is where you'll find your next meal because you guys will soon not be able to afford food as you inch closer to bankruptcy. Fuck, bro, oh my, dude, oh my god. Holy shit. And she posted her own owls. I didn't even see that. I literally didn't even see that one. Thank you, Smaggle. What the fuck, dude? Okay. All right.
Out. He's having a parasocial weird crash out. People can have crash out moments. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help. Dude, I'm not making fun of your mental health.
Is that not what Harley told you in your first stream? I can confirm this is separate to what Harley told me in the first stream, because this has only come on in the past week or so that I started hearing rumors that they were going to drop out of their own event. But I don't want to give any more information than that. If Harley wants to call in and Harley wants to talk to me and tell you guys what he knows, that's on Harley. I'm not going to talk about Harley's conversation.
Every example you used was me basically saying that Other people are trying to affect you. It's understandable that you're going through this right now, Ethan. We all go through this.
To characterize...
We don't all go through this. Frogan is not worse off than Ethan because people have called her fat on social media. Child Protective Services were sent to Ethan's house, and a skull was sent through the mail to his fucking team. Okay, at the fucking studio. No, we don't all go through this. I understand that you're mentally fucked right now, and you see the ghost of Sam Hyde every time you walk past a puddle, okay? And that the fact that people criticized your fucking wife's OnlyFans and said some extremely out-of-pocket stuff makes you now mentally raped to the point where you see yourself in every YouTuber who's dealing with harassment. I understand. I understand that you're self-inserting to every drama you see, okay? But you are not... you are not going through the same thing he's going through, okay? This is different than anything you've gone through. This has escalated so much further, dude. Ethan is directly tied to a fucking land dispute in the Middle East, right? Something that you're now making your entire event about. Even though you're stepping down, it leers over the event like a fucking cloud, okay? That event is still fucked, with you or without you.
That you're going through this right now, Ethan. We all go through this.
To characterize anything I'm doing as crashing out, that I need help, that I need to get some kind of treatment, is cruel and pathetic on a level I didn't think would ever be possible of doing.
Every fucking example that you tried to smear me with was me actually pointing to something else that could be affecting you. He even brought up the clip of me saying, if you get help. We all need help. Everyone on this planet needs...
No, I think you need help. I think you're... Dude, this guy got therapy one time, and he's now God's gift to the mentally ill.
Help. I don't care.
Thank God Ian is here to speak the good word. Holy fuck, dude. Something's got to be done about California. Something needs to be done about California.
Actually pointing to something else that could be affecting you. He even brought up the clip of me saying, if you get help. We all need help. Everyone on this planet needs help. I don't care how you get it. You can wander into the jungle and go...
This is like a direct quote from Bathtub Ross during the medic or pedophile debate. No, I think that we need... I think everyone needs help. No, Ross, you need help. Like, holy shit,
ayahuasca
dude.
Trip. I don't care how you get your help or what you define as help, but if it helps you, that would be good. Because right now it doesn't seem like you're getting much help. The main criticism that I was seeing online with my video from Ethan and Hila is that I didn't mention the CPS call.
Yeah, like the main definitive, like this is the main igniting factor to all of the stuff you covered. This is not like a minor thing that was missed in the script, okay? It changes the entire context of every single aspect of your video.
There's really just one central point that I want to make here. My good friend Ian, in his hour-long takedown, did not mention one time Child Protective Services. Not one time.
There was not even one mention of CPS.
And a lot of the clips he uses is us fired up from the day that CPS came to us.
So like
without even explaining that at least that's the context, it's pretty cowardly.
I wonder why I wouldn't mention the CPS call. Could it be that the CPS call happened the same day that you were shit-talking me, and I didn't have any chance to defend myself? You just immediately, in the same podcast, right next to each other, said, CPS call was very traumatic, and then you said, fuck.
That's not true. They didn't call... CPS didn't call into the show. That's not true. What? And did he make this video, like the duration of the script was written whilst Ethan was live, and then like it went through a wormhole and was posted weeks later? Everywhere, in every controversy, Bo Blacks is watching. What the maybe I've clipped this too early. I've surely missed something.
Explaining that at least that's the context is pretty cowardly.
I wonder why I wouldn't mention the CPS call. Could it be that the CPS call happened the same day that you were shit-talking me, and I didn't have any chance to defend myself? You just immediately, in the same podcast, right next to each other, said, CPS call was very traumatic. And then you said, fuck Ian and Anisa. And you linked those together, you kind of layered those flavors, and then Anisa and I got a bunch of harassment. We had nothing to do with the CPS call. What are all these fucking comments on your Reddit saying, like, it happened because of the CPS call? I don't entirely blame your audience for getting confused, because number one, it's a fucking cult, and number two, you can't even get the timeline straight.
Oh no, he's retarded. Oh my god. No, he's actually retarded. He's not malicious. He's actually just a fucking idiot. Holy shit, this guy's like lethally fucking stupid. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. Oh fuck, dude. Oh my god. This guy is like this is the cornerstone. I need you to understand that like every commentary YouTube channel that you watch this guy, and that like created this concept of commentary in their mind. Like this guy literally created the whole genre, and he's an actual fucking idiot. Holy fuck, dude. Holy actual. Okay.
I got a bunch of
What does that even mean? This is this. I just got flashbanged by this.
harassment.
Because I don't even, if you're malicious, I don't think that you'd even make this mistake. I think you have to be just extremely stupid.
We had nothing to do with the CPS call. What?
Okay, the main point in the video is that Ethan and Neil are crazy for asking Ian and Anisa to denounce the frog guy, but that was because of the CPS call. It blows my mind that he didn't mention it, since it was so crucial to the story. Like, what does he mean that the CPS call happened after? Does he think that, like, Child Protective Services called in, like, a guest on the show, and they brought out, like, has he never seen the stream? Does he think that, like, Ethan brought out his son to have a live interview with Child Protective Services, like a therapist right on the show? Like, what does he think?
Was very traumatic, and then you said fuck Ian and Anisa, and you linked those together, you kind of layered those flavors, and then Anisa and I got a bunch of harassment.
Is his argument that we didn't mention it because you were mean to me that day, so we didn't talk about it, and we just played all of these clips without context?
It had nothing to do with the
Ian thinks that H3 is blaming him for the CPS call. I don't think that's the case either.
CPS call.
That's not possible.
What are all these fucking comments on your Reddit saying, like, it happened because of the CPS call? I don't entirely blame your audience for getting confused, because number one, it's a fucking cult, and number two, you can't even get the timeline straight. So if anyone's watching your dumbass, their brain is also going to get scrambled.
Be friends as long as they're getting.
Why is he so confident? This is the worst argument I've ever heard. This is legitimately the worst fucking argument I have ever heard in any response video I've ever seen. Why would you die on the hill for this?
Something out of it.
I'm completely floored.
Oh, again, he's not showing the
I feel disarmed right now.
context. What was the okay, I'll play this part. Did you guys ever find the context of what I was talking about here? Because I feel like I wasn't even talking about him. I could be wrong. I just don't remember ever saying, like, if I did say that,
I thought you were talking about them, about Anisa and Ian in that clip.
That's the same clip of
It's all the
when
part of the same
CPS was
clip.
called.
Yeah.
Same clip.
It's part of the same conversation.
You completely wiped your brain of what happened during the CPS.
Does Ian know anything about the CPS call? Is it possible that he doesn't understand what happened? And he still, to this day, has no idea why Ethan is mad at, like, Denims? He's strawmanning it? Like, is there a possibility that nobody has explained this to him yet? He has CTE confirmed? I mean, I think so. Maybe he legitimately just doesn't know?
Stream. That's not my fucking fault. That's no one else's fault but yours.
All I wanted for you to do was say the bare minimum of, like, hey, this is fucked up. This is not true.
Like, it is a rare thing when I think somebody's malicious if they prove me wrong by saying something extraordinarily dumb. That is a really rare thing that does not... I cover a lot of YouTube drama. I've never heard something that I disagree with that changed my mind on someone being malicious before.
CPS.
Go back?
That's not my fucking fault. That's no one else's fault but yours.
All I wanted for
what?
you...
That's
the conversation.
You completely wiped your brain of what happened during the CPS stream. That's not my fucking fault. That's no one else's fault but yours.
All I wanted for you to do was say the bare minimum of, like, hey, this is fucked up. This is not true about CPS.
Ethan is gonna go fucking goblin mode when he sees this. Dude, it's like they saw the end of the drama, that Ethan finally talked to Hassan Piker, and then Ian's like, no, you don't understand. There needs to be more Ethan Hassan destiny. I need to extend this drama all the way through until Creator Clash. Like, we were done. I was ready to walk off this one and cover anything else. And he just dragged it back.
Whatever, like the bare minimum. It came up.
And again, like, the name of the fucking stream has CPS in it, right? Isn't it called the CPS stream?
Because I want...
It's the same...
something...
It's a cousin to do whether there's chance to defeat. CPS call was very traumatic.
Isn't it? I could have sworn it was like the name of the episode.
Okay, talking about him. I could be wrong. I just don't remember ever saying, like...
And by the way, the way that Ian hyperclips Ethan's stream here is exactly the way that Hassan and his fucking friends oftentimes, like, bitch, moan, and cry about how all their actual clips gets cut.
If I did say that,
I thought you were talking about them.
Yeah, it's like in the title.
about.
Yeah, like Stella Virgin just wrote, CPS donated through Super Chat. I legitimately think that's what Ian thinks happened.
Anisa and Ian in that clip.
That's the same clip of
It's all the
when
part of the
CPS
same
was
clip.
called.
Yeah.
Same clip.
It's part of the same conversation.
You completely wiped your brain of what happened during the CPS stream. That's not my fucking fault. That's no one else's fault but yours.
All I wanted for you to do was say the bare minimum of like, hey, this is fucked up. This is not true about CPS,
And again,
whatever.
what you're
Like,
also ignoring here is the fact that Content Cop H3H3 wasn't entirely focused on the beef between Ian, Anisa, Idubbbz, and Hila. Ian, Anisa, Ethan, and Hila. It was also like an attack on Denims and all these other content creators, and those clips also related to the CPS stream. So even if it's like, oh, I didn't have a chance to react and you can't blame me for this and blah, 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 even if he's like delusional, he still shows clips from this and then says that like Ethan is mad that Denims is reacting to him when he's clearly pissed off about something like obviously different than what he's portraying in the video, and he's not giving the viewer enough context as to why he'd be mad.
the bare minimum. It came up because they were talking about it on their fucking podcast. By the way, they're the ones that like started this conversation by talking about it on the podcast. Be like, hey, I'm not getting involved.
I think that was their response after you guys initially called them out.
This is what I was talking about. You cannot have something terrible happen, be like, yes, let's make some content, and then shit talk your friends of 8 years.
I'm so fired up, I don't even know what to do with myself.
Why? Wait, what? Why? Because then they'll just make a bad faith video and attack you? And I thought wait, you're friends of 8 years? He just retroactively decided they were friends again in real time.
Do it right now.
Dude, what the fuck? Dude, I want to hear Chud's reaction to that, because he was saying that like, and I'm not attacking Chud or anything, but like there was a discussion brought up that maybe Ethan didn't understand how friendly they were and that he didn't understand the friendship. And now, when it's convenient, now they're friends of 8 years. Let me see the word light. Was it light? Yeah, okay. This is Ian when he's on the upper hand, when he thinks he's on the upper hand.
There's even more fair weather friends of the show. Let's not get into this shit, okay? That is so bizarre and insulting to suggest that I was only ever being friends with you to get something out of it. No, I'm friendly with you, and I'd say I'm a light friend because it's been pleasant hanging out with you. I've enjoyed your content over the years, and as of late, it's gotten really fucking shitty.
Okay. Now, when he's on the back foot, let's understand the friendship here.
That was their response after you guys initially called them out.
This is what I was talking about. You cannot have something terrible happen, be like, yes, let's make some content, and then shit talk your friends of 8 years.
I'm so fired up.
He sounds like Ethan and Hila when they felt like their friends were treating them shitty. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. That is delusional. Wow, now I'm thinking he's malicious again, dude. Oh my god.
I don't even know what to do with myself, which is why I'm crying. On the other hand, I don't know if that's a good state to be in life.
That's that. Kind of spitting.
And a lot of the clips he uses is us fired up from the day that
Yeah, he's just straight up gaslight. And again, he describes fucking Denims as a friend in the other video. I highly doubt that Denims is closer to that family than Ethan and Hila were for the last couple of years, but maybe I have to eat shit on that. Maybe someone can prove it wrong.
CPS came to us.
For anyone confused about the timeline, Ethan was talking shit about us on his Instagram before any CPS shit. He was also talking shit about us on his podcast before any CPS visit. On March 7th, CPS visits Ethan and...
Do you understand that there was a call and the visit wasn't specifically... Like, he'd talked about the call before the visit actually occurred, right? The visit wasn't when that happened. This is timeline here. He heard our criticism that all this stuff doesn't have an accurate timeline to it. Wasn't one of Froggy Tonic's tweets about, like, the exact stuff that would lead the CPS call? Like, the bad empanada shit? Because the beginning of the timeline, objectively, needs to be bad empanada makes the video, right? The bad empanada video is Doc 1, all right? The Denim stream has to be on here as well.
Before any CPS visit. On March 7th, CPS visits...
Like, is he going to talk about Okay, I need to know, what did Froggy Tonic say? Does anybody have access to the Froggy Tonic tweets that went up? Because I don't have these off the top of... I literally don't even know where I would find these. Is it maybe on the H3H3 subreddit? Froggy was not the sole person. It doesn't matter if he's the sole person. If people are sent... If CPS goes to your house, or if CPS is... whatever, if CPS is coming to interview your kid and there's a ton of people online saying this, and one of them happens to be someone associated or previously associated with that your friends are still ultimately following and are interacting with even to this day, you'd want them to like not support those people. I don't know if it's fair to say they have to do it and hold it against them and all that stuff. That's for you to decide. But I think from an emotional response, I can understand why they'd be upset about this. And then going on to see what Ian would say in the video, I think that those concerns they had were later confirmed for them by watching the way that Ian would ultimately engage with it. Which tweet exactly? Well, did Froggy Tonic make reference to the Giardia stuff? Is that something? Does that tweet exist? Because I don't know if that's the case. Like prior to... Did he talk about the Giardia stuff? Just to spite charity, here's my first dono. Thank you. Yeah, he does. I don't want to move forward until I can definitively say that, because that would be a bad misinformation to spread if that's not the case. Let me see. Froggy Tonic. Smaggle, we need you. Yeah. Froggy Tonic back at it again. Harley versus Froggy Tonic. Froggy says that Ethan is neglectful to his kids. What's the date on this? Own up, yes, Ethan was neglectful with his dogs. He's already been neglectful with his kids and will continue to be. Do you guys know how to read as a child with neglect? Okay, so let me just check the guy's account. This is the same day. Ethan was neglectful with his dogs. He's already been neglectful with his kids and will continue to be. Do you guys know how to read? As a child with neglectful, bipolar, narcissistic dad, that's why we worry for Ethan's kids. So that's the same day. Nick, you lost the plot? All right, well, you lost your ability to comment on the channel. I'm just researching something. Oh, hey, comment cops in chat right now. You're not researching comment cop? Look on Discord. It's probably the one I just found, right? Or maybe the timestamp. Wait, this is 1/11/25. Just CC2, and yes, I'll double down. I watched Ethan and Hila for 10 years. I love the show. No one else but them can be blamed for the current insanity. Creator Clash, his editor, blames Hila for radicalizing Ethan with Israeli propaganda. I remember this thread. Yeah, I have a loving family. I know what it takes to take care of infants and toddlers. And obsessing over a past coworker who doesn't give a flying fuck about you during the holidays, isn't it? What is this one? This one is March 5th. Brother, you're 39. Go pick up the leftover Lexus and Addies off the carpet and go clean the feces off your floor. Didn't one of your kids get Giardia? Come on, man. You're beefing with a rando who wants you and your family to be happy. Stop bathing in this toxic pattern. And then they, and that's the same day as that clip. Okay.
Ethan and Hila, and that same day they decide, let's do our podcast and let's have the topic be the CPS visit and how distraught we are about that.
So that's March. Yeah, it's a March 5th one.
And then right next to that, right after it, you guys talk about me and Anisa. But you don't just talk about us. You shit talk us, and you imply that we're friends with people who are doing this.
So then your response to that, okay, you imply that we're friends with people who are doing this, and then your response to that was to film a video doing the Fortnite dance with the people who are platforming Bad Empanada and then watching his videos uncritically. So it's like the allegation was that you're in bed with these people. So to prove them wrong, I became in bed with these people. I don't know how you could see this any other way. Like, what?
Are the ones who are harassing you.
Do you have evidence that H3 Snark called CPS on you?
Did I say that?
Random anonymous Redditors?
Did I say that?
Wait, what's the...
I said they're primarily responsible for harassing me.
Who called CPS?
Wait, are these just clips from Snark now doing the CPS denial thing?
What the fuck? So, I don't know.
To be honest, I'm very proud that I didn't immediately jump to Ethan and Hila's defense, because when you look into the story, it actually looks a lot shittier for Ethan and Hila.
Wait, he's gonna do the shit where he's gonna literally just start saying that a call came from inside the house.
And I do mean that literally. There was this H3 stream where Ethan was dumping as per usual. He was talking about his own health.
By the way, I like the implication that he is now just finding this out in current day, and he never actually watched the original clip prior to making the video, which is even funnier.
A lot shittier for Ethan and Hila. And I do mean that literally. There was this H3 stream where Ethan was dumping as per usual. He was talking...
He's just like, hey, I found this interesting new clip.
About his own health. He was talking about his caca breath, his dog having diarrhea, his dog having Giardia.
Olive has Giardia. It's a bacterial infection in the intestines that makes you have diarrhea.
His child running around putting things in their mouth.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has Giardia.
The whole family possibly having Giardia.
Oh,
and now Hila has Giardia.
Shut. For real?
Which, by the way, she didn't end up having.
And now I think this morning I had diarrhea.
Oh my God.
What can I do to not get it from you?
I'm trying to...
Because I'm not trying to get it.
No, it's extremely ridiculous to get. You have to ingest my poop.
Talking about the viscosity of his child's shit.
And meanwhile...
That was cut a lot. I mean, either way, they didn't actually have that.
He's covered in viscous, low viscosity diarrhea.
He mentioned diarrhea a lot.
Crazy diarrheas like in the middle of the night. All the time he's having these crazy diarrheas. You wash your hands as best you can, but these are really nasty diarrheas. And then extremely foul smelling diarrheas.
So of course, Ethan, having made so many enemies over the years, other people react to his content. And when other people see that he's talking about his children getting Giardia from dog poop.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has Giardia.
People are quite reasonably concerned. And so...
Dude, I can't believe that they're actually going the concern angle. This was in his best interest. We did this to help you. Okay, that's fantastic, Ian. What was the concern for the human skulls that were sent to the office? Was he afraid that Ethan didn't understand anatomy? Was that oh, it's concern trolling. We had CPS come to your house. Bad Empanada wasn't like, oh, I'm so concerned for you. Denims wasn't like, oh, I'm so concerned for you, and she was watching it.
Yes, anyone who's seeing that content...
He's defending,
might be concerned enough...
He's defending the CPS call. He is actually... Okay.
To call CPS, including Ethan's own chat, which, by the way, is not a measly number.
Ethan eats poo. The Klein household is Chernobyl. This is that's a joke. That person is joking. Ethan has poo hands.
It's about 26,000 at the time of this stream. So
now is he saying that somebody from Ethan's community called it in?
26,000 people listening to Ethan go into great detail over 7 or 8 minutes about diarrhea, viscosity.
I'm eating, bro. Olive said, let me shit on these walls. As a vet tech, I had no idea humans could get this. Maybe you gave the dogs that, Ethan. He inherited the pesto special.
Diarrhea, his child having Giardia.
I am just so confused.
Him and his whole family having Giardia.
Am I awake right now?
Giardia. They're calling it the poop house. Now what Ethan does, instead of taking any responsibility for sharing too much on his live stream, is that he decides to attack specific creators like...
Wait, hold on. Do you ever apologize for oversharing on the podcast, or do you call people vicious harassers like Kino Casino who rip up your shit and talk about it? Am I harassing you right now, or am I just showing concern for some of your more unhinged comments that you've made? Dude, it's so crazy. It's literally, when it's done to other people, it's when it's done to me, it's harassment. When it's done to other people, it's just goodwill hunting.
Like Denims, and say she was the source of the CPS call because her chat was reacting to Ethan and saying, wow, this is...
Why did you add the crying clip at the end of your video where you're crying about how your wife gets too much hate online at the end of your new content cop? And you're talking about oversharing. You've got a podcast. What is it called? The My Wife Hates Me show? No, not My Wife Hates Me. It's the My Hated Wife show or something. Somebody tell me what it is. It's literally the name of the podcast is a play on insult that the entire internet hates Anisa. The She Ruined My Career podcast.
Concerning.
is on her platform right now.
This guy went to a therapist who said that you don't have to put all of your life online, and now he treats it like gospel and judges other people for not doing it.
Advocating for our children to be forcibly removed.
I'll argue it is objectively stupid to sit here and talk about any medical stuff involving your kids with a YouTube audience, especially people who hate you, but I'm not for a minute going to say that somebody from the H3 community called CPS and impersonated. I'm sorry. There's just so much, there is such a line of harassment that can easily be deciphered from people who are using this clip for like malicious motives.
From us by Child Protective Services.
The problem with this CPS thing is that Ethan has proven to be a manipulative piece of shit.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't have any evidence for this, so I'm now going to appeal to the fact that Hassan's audience, who likes me, thinks that Ethan is a manipulative liar. Okay. Awesome. So we're not even going to try. We're going to stop trying. We're appealing to Hassan's audience now. That's good.
So when he calls on me to defend him, what the fuck am I meant to do? I've
been to your house. There's no shit on the floors. So wait, oh, hold on. Wait. I actually want to hear what he has to say. I'm not going to cut him off.
When he calls on me to defend him, what the fuck am I meant to do? I don't trust you, and I'm glad I didn't trust you, because in your video defending yourself, you used a video.
Okay, so you think that there's shit on the floor and the kids are eating it. So that's your position. Your position is, I think there's shit on the floor in your house. I don't think you clean. I think your kids eat shit off the floor, and your house is like a hoarder's nest. What am I supposed to imply here? He wanted you to say that I've been to your house and there's no shit on the floor and it's well clean and we have a nanny. That's what he wanted you to say.
Proven to be a manipulative piece of shit.
But he's a manipulative piece of shit because he's posted this fake chat in Denims' video.
Defending yourself, you used a video that takes context from like 3 different places and
the 3 different places, mind you, are all the same stream. Okay, and all 3 of those places are during/after the CPS call, not the CPS call, during/after the bad empanada video that was reacted to uncritically by Denims, who's cheering him on while he's doing this.
Combines them.
It's one chat on one stream at different points.
To make it seem like someone is coordinating an attack on you.
Love made a good point. You said, is this...
Someone is literally coordinating an attack on him. Absolutely. Unequivocally.
Every comment, I believe this is a live feed of the chat. This isn't edited.
What about the top right? I thought these were
No,
selected.
it's this, I think when you full screen it. No, this is an edit. It's a cutout of the full
And then he plays the clip where Ethan explicitly tells you, okay, that they clipped the chat and it's like a fucking cutout of it.
chat. It's just enlarged there.
Oh, really?
Over the screen, yeah.
They're different, I think.
Yeah.
And like it's directly explained to you in the stream what exactly this is. Like Love literally says
It's not timed the same way.
It's not timed the same way. Like all of the context is in the clip and he's choosing to show that to people.
Babe.
But it sounds like based on this clip, you knew that it was bullshit and you just went with it anyway.
It's not bullshit. Denims has confirmed in her own video that those messages did come from her chat. And all of it is after the fucking... Wait, I'm actually so fucking confused. How is that a win condition? If all the messages are from the Denims stream, after Denims uncritically watches Bad Empanada, why would that be invalidated? And they explain in the clip what they're watching.
They're different, I think.
Yeah.
It's not timed. It's not timed the same way.
But it sounds like based on this clip, you knew that it was bull.
Idubbbz thinks the chat messages are fake because it says edited. Denims doesn't even contest that.
Bullshit, and you just went with it anyway. Ethan Klein uses this very deceptively edited video.
That would be significant if a huge, like if all those messages were completely fake, that would be a whole different argument. That's not even being contested right now.
That is just like doing this smooth scroll to make it seem...
What is a smooth scroll?
Like that's all of Denims' chat. But that's not...
The chat's on the screen! You can see the real chat! Bro, you need to play the video. I need you to play the video. This is so manipulative.
But it sounds like based on this clip, you knew that it was bullshit and you just went with it anyway. Ethan Klein uses this very deceptively edited video.
Okay, he does show
like doing this smooth scroll to make it seem like that's all of Denims' chat. But that's not what it is. And then when he's called out on it, he hides it. He moves his window over the real chat.
Also, this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children.
Where was he called out for it?
I mean, much like many other illnesses,
Reading the chat, co-signing
it's very,
it.
very, very dangerous.
Now,
Wait, where can you prove that it was called out?
pay
So I would
attention
assume
to
he doesn't
her
actually
chat.
have a housekeeper anymore, or perhaps he lost his extra housekeeper. So now the house is just like
He obviously moves his camera up to the top corner because he's covering both Denims and the other chat. And I'm going to just say this to you straight away because I don't want to sit here and pretend that like everyone here is stupider than they actually are. No actual person watching this thinks the chat rising from the bottom is an unedited piece of material. No one's stream just has the chat start slowly rising in the middle of a shot.
actually have a housekeeper anymore, or perhaps
At a completely different pace. By the way, this is on the screen at the same time.
he lost his extra housekeeper. So now the
Nobody thinks this is an unedited clip. You're gaslighting me if you're telling me that people think this is an unedited clip.
house is just like covered in dog shit. And he has kids, and his kids like,
Why does it have to be anyone else's fault but your own? Take some fucking responsibility. It's just so bizarre that Ethan would expect Anisa and I to make a statement when Denims herself already made a statement about it and said that she does not condone calling CPS.
Why did she make that statement, Ian? Oh, it's because CPS was already called. And again, whilst this was happening, okay, people were trying to spread the narrative because I don't think that anyone would have saw Idubbbz or Anisa Jomha come out and say, hey guys, Ethan's house is actually super clean. You should just like, I don't think anyone would have been dissuaded from harassing him because I think it is harassment, right? But you can't have it both ways. You can't sit here and claim that Ethan's fans were worried about the clip, right? And that they made the call or whatever. That there were people who were worried about Ethan. Because maybe those people who aren't being malicious would see Ian and Anisa say, no, I've been to the house, it's clean, and their fears would be quelled. Okay, the only way that you can have your cake and eat it too here is if you admit that the call was maliciously made, right? It was done to harass. It was done as like a swatting, okay? But instead of calling the police and saying someone's killing you, it's saying that these people are bad and they have shit all over the floors and their kids are eating shit and shit like that, okay? You have to, at that point, go, okay, it's malicious, right? But simultaneously, people like Denims and all these other streamers were trying to say that it was like an Ethan fan that had done it, similar to how Idubbbz is doing in this video. And that narrative could be kind of, like, that narrative is something that could be kind of addressed, that could be pushed back. But it's obvious now why he didn't do that, because he agrees with that. Kind of. Dude, oh my god, this is so fucking difficult to navigate because these points really can't exist in the same field. Like, these are, like, it's inherently contradictory to think both of these things.
So we're talking about CPS. 1, I don't condone. 2, I've never condoned it, and you will not be able to find a clip of me saying, yes, we should do this. Because
this is not a clip of her reacting to CPS already like, having been called. It's like, thank you. I really appreciate you saying that now, not during the time you were watching uncritically Bad Empanada fucking attacking.
I've literally given Ethan Klein credit on multiple times or multiple instances, and I will do it again right now, for not showing photos of his kids.
Part of my criticisms of Ethan initially was the openness. I think it's a problem that you were that open, Ethan.
Well, you know I'm very open about everything. It's part of how I wanted to conduct myself and how I wanted to relate to the audience, is to be open as possible about every fucking thing in my life.
It is not strictly a benefit to be as open as possible on your podcast.
Ethan was just sharing his thoughts, what we were thinking, we were speculating.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has Giardia.
Dude, every child puts everything in their mouths. Like, okay.
Speculating.
And now Ela has Giardia.
Shut.
Be open as possible about every fucking thing in my life.
Yeah, really? How many siblings do you have? I don't know, dude. The internet's too fucking weird to
I'm just curious, okay? If the fucking... When he brought his kid in, and if the doctor said that he had Giardia, okay, and there was any indication that Ethan's house was dirty and disgusting, wouldn't the doctor be the one that's required at that point to then call the police? Like, if the doctor who's seeing them, if all these people had Giardia or whatever, wouldn't the doctor make that call? And wait, why are we talking about Bill Burr? Wait, okay, whoa! I'm getting whiplash.
About all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say how many because you're afraid that it will
by all means,
compromise
keep
your
talking
privacy.
about it.
On top of Ethan characterizing me and my wife as anti-Semitic, he also takes a dig at my tattoos.
Bro, you
Yeah, it literally looks like a group of 5th graders ran in with fucking magic markers and took you out. Oh my god, objectively, yes.
literally look like
Oh wait, now we're gonna pull up the pic of Ethan getting a tattoo of Gila Klein.
a fucking free tattoo pack that you get for 25
Free space, free space, free space.
cents from a windy thing, bro. Like literally my kids have cooler fucking tattoos from Chuck E. Cheese. Bro looks like he just went to the menu and was like, I'll take that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one.
I have quite a few options here. I can show your tattoos in all of their glory, or I can show that your tattoo made it to the top of awful taste.
There it is, folks! There it is!
But great execution subreddit, which is not a good thing. I mean, it might be a good thing for the artists that you work with, because that means that they did a good job from a...
I don't get the own here. Is this bad?
Technical standpoint, but it's sort of a failure in every other...
Is this supposed to look better than his, like worse than his tattoos?
Aspect, particularly the decision-making aspect. If you want to go tattoo for tattoo, Ethan, we can do...
Guys, this clip, this tattoo is being significantly... Like, this is getting astroturfed because people are calling her a terrorist. Nobody would care about this tattoo this much if they weren't calling her a fucking child-slaying terrorist in the IDF, okay? That's why this thing is going viral. It's because it's a jerk wave against Gila Klein as it is. Otherwise, like, that this would not be a topic of discussion.
But it's sort of a failure in every other aspect, particularly the decision-making aspect. If you want to go tattoo for tattoo...
Like, dude, I'm sorry. Have you seen your wife? Dude, I hate doing this, all right? I was going to use this in a thumbnail the other day. Like, have you seen your wife? Hold on. I need a picture of his wife. Oh, that's not high quality enough. Can we get like a high quality pic? Let me go to IG. Okay. Bro, your wife looks like a skateboard. Okay? And that's not like a people ride her joke. She literally looks like a skateboard. She looks like she just walked into the wall at a Zoomies while the paint hadn't dried yet. What are we talking about here? Okay.
Ethan, we can do that. You want to keep it to other things? We can. I'll give you that option. Ethan also talks about the potential CTE that I might have after boxing.
Yes.
Ethan, your whole system is...
all right, Ethan can have the worst tattoos in the world. It doesn't like matter, considering like you and your wife have like... I feel for you. Maybe it's denial. I think that there should be a lawsuit against whoever put those on you. Okay, whatever was done to you, you've been done wrong, all right? I've talked to my therapist about it, and I support you in whatever lawsuit you have to place upon the guy who made those tattoos.
Scrambled.
No, your brain is scrambled from getting punched in the face too many times because you don't understand the situation.
That's tough, but true. I think this is the case. I legitimately think that this guy is so bad at boxing, he got beaten to the point where he can't even make a video anymore.
Some people are saying the CTE is starting to take effect, I guess. That would be comforting if there was some explanation.
This is like wow, that is super malicious. Wow, very ableist of you, Ethan.
Any amount of CTE that I may have endured after doing 2 boxing matches, I'm going to say is preferred over having to share the load of doing 50 jumping jacks with my wife.
Yeah, what if we do both? We'll both...
No, I'm pretty sure that first one is more embarrassing.
Do 25 out.
Especially when was this for charity and the money didn't go to charity?
25 each?
Oh my goodness.
Great form by both.
Did he train 6 months to do this poorly? Did Ethan go through 6 months of jumping jack training to get beaten to a pulp on the fucking massive stage?
Really nice. They must work out.
Also, why are you talking about CTE at all? Like, you've continually illustrated that you can't keep track of anything.
It came up.
I mean, this is so counterproductive because he made a whole video talking about how I want Content Cop to be more, like, there needs to be like an upside to it. It needs to be written in a way that's more uplifting, right? And then he took some shit and immediately snapped into just going shot for shot. This is somebody who wants you to think that they've discovered empathy or whatever. No, they're just worse at making videos. They're stuck up Californian bullshit.
Because they were talking about it on their fucking podcast.
By the way, Ethan apologized for the CTE joke and Ian left that out. That's a mistake. He shouldn't have apologized.
That's, by the way, they're the ones that like started this conversation by talking about it on the podcast and be like, hey, I'm not getting involved.
I think that was
like, this is such an empathetic video. You can't like typecast yourself into being empathy cop and then immediately whip back when people don't like your video.
their response after you guys initially called them out.
He can't even keep straight who attacked who first. He thinks that our podcast where we're expressing sympathy for him and Hila was the impetus for him talking shit.
That was a thinly veiled threat, and we've gone over it multiple fucking times. It was absolutely a thinly veiled threat. You can call it whatever you want. Let me pull this clip up for you. This is a thinly veiled threat.
I had a lot of friends when I did my apology that did not fuck with it in the slightest.
Yeah, they didn't agree.
And they still don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
They
and that's
don't
fine.
agree with it. And, you know, I don't really expect them to come to bat for me or anything if they don't agree with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't expect them to speak up, period, on any of it.
I appreciate that they don't.
Yes.
Because it just makes things more complicated. It's like
I had a lot of friends when
I'm not going to address this event specifically. I'm going to say that in my case, people didn't agree with me, and I didn't expect them to say anything about it because they didn't agree with me. And it's probably better that they didn't say anything about it when they disagreed with me. Like, this is a thinly veiled threat that, like, if you push, we will respond. Okay, that's exactly what we're looking at here.
About us. I much prefer boxing-induced CTE than harassment-induced CTE. Ethan acts like we're such great...
This guy can never complain about his wife getting shit online again. I'm sorry, bro. It's been revoked.
Friends, and that, like, he shared such intimate moments with me, but it's all horseshit. He's lying.
This guy wants you to desperately feel bad for the way his wife was treated.
This is so like, crazy. The whole thing is a fucking lie. He's manipulating his audience. We did not have a close relationship.
Wait, he just made fun of it. Wait, what?
For him talking shit about us. I much prefer boxing-induced CTE than harassment-induced CTE. Ethan...
Oh, it's like a tick photo? I don't know.
Acts like we're such great friends and that, like, he shared such intimate moments with me, but it's all horseshit. He's lying. Like, the whole thing is a fucking lie. He's manipulating his audience. We did not have a close relationship.
You guys were buddies for a long time.
He texted me like one time, like, hey, dude, we should talk this out. And I was like, I don't feel like having this conversation right now. That's it.
All right, are we going to get some text messages? I'm ready to read some text messages.
That
would be good if he started pulling out some texts.
Trying to get me on the phone or text with me. And I told him, dude, honestly, I don't feel like having this conversation right now.
Okay.
Fair, right? I just didn't want to do it. Okay?
Just in that particular moment,
and then
or like at all?
Well, it turns out I didn't want to talk to him at all.
Okay.
If the relationship was that close, you would have talked to me on the phone. You wouldn't have shit talked.
No, why? Wait, what? No. I don't think that that's a required thing. No.
Talk to me. You would be curious.
Not necessarily.
Where my brain was at and where I was coming from. There's this moment in the Content Cop where I'm trying to give an example of the cycle of harassment. Have you ever been in a comment section and found someone to argue with? It doesn't stop. It can literally go on forever if you don't want to touch grass.
I mean, yeah, this was kind of... Okay, what does that have to do with me?
And again, he's doing this whole friendship card where it's like, if we're such good friends, he would have answered the phone. And he didn't answer the phone, and your response was to make a video with everyone who's harassing him online. I guess, I'm sorry. I think promoting ban empanada probably deems that. It's like, your actions are not compatible with your arguments.
Oh. Are you okay?
Like, is he trying to argue that he didn't realize that he was that? I don't.
Ethan and Hila act like they have no idea what I'm talking about here. So, I mean, maybe they don't. It's a very obvious and easy to digest point. That's why I made it that way. I'm going to explain it here so everyone on the internet understands. When you have a podcast where you are constantly emotionally dumping and saying things just off the top of your head, and you're attacking other people randomly, maybe from your perspective it's not attacking. Maybe you're just commenting on someone else's situation.
He's got to be one of the most visually repulsive people. FaZe Banks, like, in my
I guess the first one was about Mike from PA.
Opinion, he's somewhat repulsive to look at.
And be
pedophile. Pirate soft.
Dude, wait, if you don't put the context there, they don't know that clip's about Dan Clancy. It looks like he's calling Mika's rhetoric a pedophile. That's a crazy clip.
Somewhat repulsive to look at.
And be
Pedophile.
Dude, that's a crazy clip,
Pirate
bro.
software is a more
That's actually so funny. That's like the funniest joke he's put in here.
Was like weird about it. It's like, look at my old voice, it's so lame. What an obnoxious loser. She goes, I can't believe these people are
What is it? Because he's too fucking mean?
so
Oh well, better send a skull to his house.
obnoxious. And he looks like an idiot who's obsessed with me, dude.
But what happens when other people comment on your situation? It doesn't feel too good, does it?
But
Your video sucked. That's why it didn't feel too good.
he's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys, right?
I don't know if that's...
Don't get into bed with people who are fucking... Do not get in bed with the guys who are in bed with Bad Empanada. I'm sorry. It's not rocket science here. You got on a video with the person who was watching the Bad Empanada video uncritically before CPS went to his... That's your fucking fault, dude. That is your fault. You want to be associated with those people? Be associated with those people, but don't be a coward about it. You know? If you want to get in bed with fucking Frogan, Denims, and all these people, like, you're not going to mention Bad Empanada's name, bro. They all will. Okay? He's the attack dog for all those guys. Now you're associated with him too.
Video is.
That is the back and forth I'm describing. You might have thought we were just saying that Ian and Anisa are bad friends. Well, guess what?
Yeah, bad Emma Panda, dude.
But we didn't take it that way.
Our POV is like, fuck everybody, and I don't want to hear any excuses. You're not my friend, and you never were, and you never will be. You never will.
Oh, God. Breaking news. Breaking news, chat. Creator Clash has issued a formal statement. Creator Clash. Oh, no. It's such a difficult decision, chat. Holy fuck, dude. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Oh, we gotta get some music here, dude. We need to bask in the limelight here. Guys, first they came for Harley, and they didn't care because Harley was Jewish. Then they came for Lena, and nobody cared because Lena was the house Arab. Now they've come for Ian and Anisa Jomha. This is crazy, dude. The third and fourth people to drop from Creator Clash are Idubbbz and Anisa. Wow, dude. Holy shit. That's so crazy. Where is this? Is it? Yeah, it's this one. No, this one. Ian and Anisa Jomha have made the difficult decision to fully step away from Creator Clash, both publicly and behind the scenes, and are relinquishing ownership of the event. This decision was not made lightly, but it is a necessary step towards returning Creator Clash to its core purpose, bringing communities together for a night of boxing, fueled by passion, discipline, and the goal of raising money for causes that matter. Since the beginning, this event has been more than just the fights. It has been about creators pushing themselves beyond their limits, fans rallying behind something positive, and using that energy to do some good in the world. Since Creator Clash's inception, we've been able to raise meaningful funds and awareness for charities, making real impact. That mission has lost focus in recent weeks, and it's clear that for the event to move forward, things need to change. We're making spaces for that change now. As part of the fallout, both Harley Morenstein and Lena Iyad have stepped away from their scheduled fights. While we're disappointed to lose two creators who brought so much heart and soul to this event, we understand and respect their decisions. The fighters still on this card have been training for months in silence, in sweat, in the shadow of everything else going on. They deserve the spotlight. Not for the fallout. This event was never about any one person, and it should not be defined by internet drama or personal conflict. A little too late for that. Our hope has always been this event would be a force for good. One night where entertainment effort and community comes together to support causes that matter. That hasn't changed. If you felt disappointed or let down by the noise, we hear you, but we hope you'll continue to support the people stepping into the ring. They've worked too hard, and the charities we fight for are too important to let the mission get lost. Thank you for being here. We're still fighting for something bigger. Creator Clash. It's not even a person. You don't even know who's saying this. You don't even know who's writing this. Dash Creator Clash. Wow. That's dark. Wow. That's opaque. We won. We won. Good. We won. I'll take it. Wow. I don't even know what to say. This isn't going to make a difference either. This isn't going to make a slight difference. They've already fucked up. There's nothing they can do. And a month and a half away from the event, 2 fighters need to come on. Tickets aren't selling. And now this is just a corporate entity with no face or association. It's just Creator Clash. It's just the guys with the shitty logo. Holy fuck, what a disaster. Don't support this event. Don't give these people your money. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Go listen to what they said they'd do between Creator Clash 2 and 3, and go look at the event they presented you with. I don't trust these people. And you shouldn't either. If you want to watch fights that night, pick another one, or donate your money directly to charity and make sure it gets there. That's what I say. Wow. They sold it? No, apparently they've been working with people the whole time. Are these... Now, they said specifically... what was it? Actually, you know what? I want to burn them even more. 2648, I want everyone to realize this because they made a Freudian clip in this video that's actually extremely jarring. Okay, where is it? Real fast. Organization, is that what it's called? Organization. We're on 2648. Someone write 2648 in the chat. Let me see. There was something here in the very beginning. Where was it? Where they talk about creative. Oh, this is the content cop. That's why I can't find it. We're at 20. We're on 2536. I apologize. 2536.
This post that equates Creator Clash to a crypto on. Now, with this recent revelation that people are just going to use Creator Clash to attack Anisa and I, Anisa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We have relinquished control to our business partners who ran the previous 2 events.
Okay, so this is all falling on deaf ears. So from the people who brought you Creator Clash 2, there will now be Creator Clash 3. So even if you remove Ian and Anisa by Ian's own fucking statement, okay, the people responsible for the event that lost money for charity are now these people. They're still running the event. The lunatics are still running the asylum. That's his statement, dude. So what does this mean? Who cares? Oh, wow. I guess this fixes the Harley thing a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, Jesus. Okay, well. Good catch, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I clocked that in the beginning. I thought that was extremely weird to say because it seemed like he was shifting blame, but it works. It's so counterproductive to what they're arguing here because it just says that the people who fucked up the last event are still in control of this one. So that's awesome. That's cool. And also, Creator Clash 3, whoever made this tweet, be it not Anisa or Ian, kind of throws Ian under the bus here. And they issue soft apologies to Harley and Lena and saying that they were like, this was like part of the fallout. Like this sort of blames them for the content cop fallout, which is extremely funny. They're eating each other. They're eating each other. Good to watch. I want to see more. Let's finish the video.
Anisa are bad friends. Well, guess what?
Yeah, the thing is, in the past, you could look at Creator Clash 2 and go, okay, Ian and Anisa, those are 2 tangible people I can blame. There's no one to blame anymore. It's a corporation. They're calling themselves Creator Clash in the fucking letter. Okay, who do I look at when this thing goes tits up? Me. I look at me. This is my fault because I supported this event.
He didn't take it that way.
Our POV is like, fuck everybody.
I sent you something else. Let me see. We restructured it this year. Supposedly this is true. I don't think this is fake. We had it structured to protect the charity. Bro, you literally lost $250,000 and donated $0 from the event, and then had to do an e-begging stream so you were able to give some money to charity. We restructured it this year. Wow, good job. Third time's the charm, asshole. You know what's the biggest thing I take away from this? I take away from Creator Clash, and I think this is a fair statement given how fucking stupid these people are, is that Creator Clash 1's success was not proof that it could work. It was luck that they didn't fuck it up. Okay? All I've learned is that they didn't have a winning formula to the point where they've now had to change it for the third event, that it could have been so much worse the first time. And they're extremely lucky that that event was fucking... because you didn't know, did they fuck up the second event or did they get lucky the first event? I'm leaning towards getting lucky the first event because they had to restructure it to protect charity. That is such a nuclear concept to me that I just do not understand.
And I don't want to hear any excuses. You're not my friend, and you never were, and you never will be. You never will be.
What we took it as is Ethan and Neil are shit-talking us. They just implied that we are okay with people using CPS as harassment, and now all of their fans are brigading us. So I am going to respond in kind and make a content cop. So yes, that is what the cycle of harassment looks like.
Okay, what does that have to do with me?
I don't know.
How about you fucking Nazis? How about that?
You might think that all of the harassment you're getting has everything to do with your politics and your idea of Israel-Palestine, but a lot of my gripes were centered around you dragging me into your shit. You know, you knew that you were going through a lot and you were...
This is the guy saying that people are attacking his charity event because he made a video on Ethan. Which I guess maybe that got more eyes on it. But the reason why your charity event is getting criticized is because you fucked it. You literally fucked it. And it was a fucking clout orgy for a bunch of influencers and no money went to charity. It's so rich to hear him make these arguments but not understand how they're applicable to him as well.
Idea of Israel-Palestine.
And you made this content cop. You've chosen to do... Okay.
Palestine, but a lot of my...
Like, you torched your new event because of this grudge, and then you tried to play it off like you were protecting your event.
...to do with your politics and your idea of Israel-Palestine, but a lot of my gripes were centered around you dragging me into your shit. You know, you knew that you were going through a lot and you were...
Pause one more time. 2616. Okay, there are two main points in this video that are directly contradictory, and it's just clicking right now how ridiculous they are. Okay, 2616, write that down. It's the fucking... Hold on. So, where is the part where he goes and says...
Wash your hands is... to take on anything that these people...
Insults labeled at Ethan. Before Ethan even knew what my video was about, he was already framing me as anti...
Okay, so there's the first one is when he's talking about the order, right? The order of stuff here. The, where is his tier list? Not his tier list, his timeline. My brain is like rotting from the core right now. Where does he assert the timeline? Maybe it's... Okay, look at this.
Happened because of the CPS call. I don't entirely blame your audience for getting confused because number one, it's a fucking cult, and number two, you can't even get the timeline straight. So if anyone's watching your dumbass, their brain is also going to get scrambled.
Be friends as long as they're getting something out of it. So again, he's not...
So he does the timeline here. He's just getting this completely wrong. And then when he tries to establish his Creator Clash timeline earlier in the video, he starts talking about Creator Clash 2.
Ethan and Neela are well. It's been really just me and the fighters involved ended up raising 100 attack.
Where he starts talking about him being more aggressive in responses to these criticisms. Is it? Yeah, this.
Attacked other people. It was very quiet during too. I want to be frank. I want to be honest. I was very quiet during the second Creator Clash because I was afraid of how that would impact other people. This year I said I'm going to do something different. I'm going to fight back if someone's trying to attack me.
So the framing here is that Ethan was attacking his charity event and that he was going to fight back this year like he didn't last year, which is entirely false. He's creating a completely false timeline while getting the other timeline wrong in the video. It's so fucking ironic that these are two clips from the same video, dude. Oh my god. This is so insane. I don't understand. I do not understand what this video is. 2616, was that where we were? Okay, that's what. Yeah, it's
around.
He's doing this whole thing. He's going on a war against timelines here.
You dragging me into your shit. You know, you knew that you were going through a lot, and you were saying, I'm hurting. I'm now going to make them hurt because they're not
Yeah,
putting.
Ethan was literally still talking about like Lena fighting. On like they were promoting his event.
Their head on the chopping block. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. I'm sure there's anti-Semitic people that are attacking you guys, but they're not me. They're not Anisa.
No, it's the people you got in the video with that you're now associated with.
It's not Hassan. It's not all of these other creators.
Yes, it is.
That you're attacking. You're not the biggest victim on the internet, Ethan. Other people can experience a horrible fucking time. And guess what? They're not getting this other benefit, which is 26,000 viewers. You're getting a lot of money and a lot of content, a lot of things that you care about.
What are those Palestinian kids getting, Ethan? Do you think that you're more important than the Palestinian children? Please say it. Please say it.
From these beefs and from this harassment. There are a lot of people that you've just bullied and they have nothing to gain out of it. Frogan isn't making a bag from this. She's not getting content out of it.
Frogan's job is content creation. Frogan does not work for a living. Yes, Frogan is making money off of this, bro. What are you talking about?
And they have nothing to gain out of it. Frogan isn't making a bag from this.
Frogan literally needs this to survive.
She's not getting content out of this. You're attacking her in relentless ways and endorsing so much worse harassment than what even you send her.
She was endorsing fucking October 7th. That's what started this. Bro, why is she this innocent victim? Nobody ever talks about how Frogan starts the fights for Frogan.
The shit he said and posted about Frogan over the past years is
very
like
mean.
insanely nasty shit.
Yeah.
Worse than anyone I've seen. If this is true, absolutely mind-blowing, insane shit.
Hold on. It's not worse than anything you've seen. How could it be worse than anything you've seen?
Literally, no. I guess
He was
not.
very nasty.
Well,
I'm just saying, people like fucking want to like get lay down and fucking like.
I'm talking about specifically
castrate,
against Frogan.
But like he called her fat, right, and ugly, which is horrifically mean. I get called a fucking baby killer.
I was talking specifically about
That's way
Frogan.
worse than being called.
Ethan is objectively being harassed more than Frogan. Until Frogan pulls a live... Actually, I don't even want to fucking... I don't even want to say it out loud because I don't want it to happen. Okay? But, like, obviously the things that have happened to Ethan are significantly worse than the things that have happened to Frogan. Okay?
Fat and ugly, in my opinion.
Also, on top of Ethan and Neela constantly victimizing themselves, I did notice that as soon as we didn't immediately jump to Ethan and Neela's defense, Ethan took that to heart and he started to make that his employees' problems. Instead of just...
Bro, you made a ton of problems for his employees. Stop fucking sitting here and fighting for the fucking employees that you screwed over.
You know, sucking it up and taking it on himself. He decided to imply that Lena is going to have a problem with that.
A lot of this has ramifications for the crew. The way that they have it set up is basically if Lena were to drop out, she would lose, like, she would have to pay back, like...
This happened in real life. Not pay back, but she didn't get paid. She didn't get the money up front.
$25,000 or something like insane.
Actually, is it paid back?
And besides that, which I told her I would cover if she wanted to drop out, she's been working really hard. And just because I'm having an issue with what's going on here,
you bringing up Lena dropping out of the fight was you publicly showing to your fans, like, I don't approve of this. You were saying this shit before the content cop even came out.
which I told her I would cover if she wanted to drop out.
But now
they were saying that because your community was saying crazy shit. Because if you go on the subreddit, people were saying like, oh, I don't want to support Creator Clash anymore because Ian and Anisa are cowards. That was the argument that was on the subreddit. That's what that's relevant to.
you were saying that you didn't have a problem with any of it until...
Yeah, this is extremely... That's the main takeaway here. This is Rich coming from the guy who dropped the content cop while the same girl that he's now defending was live and had no idea it was coming. To the point where she had a panic attack in the bathroom and he panic texted her and her and AB. It's like, it is so insane how they're just... They're wielding these people like a sword. Again, like, it's so fucking crazy to me.
I made the video.
I was totally on board until the organizer put out a video calling me a psychopath for harassing his friend.
Obviously, Ethan and Neela will victimize themselves every chance they get. But when they have the chance to victimize someone else who's on their crew, they'll also do that.
Bro, you made a whole thing victimizing his crew in the last video. and they just turned around and went, nah, it's pretty good here. You said that his podcast was one of the most hostile podcasts that you could possibly be employed onto. This is your line of logic.
You already forced
Yes! There we are! Let's go!
Lena into this horrible situation.
Are you going to argue that's before the content cop too?
Do that.
Because I know it's not, because I tweeted it.
You already forced Lena into this horrible situation. And again,
Bro, is he not going to talk about how he dropped the fucking thing while she was panicking in the bathroom? Because he dropped it while they were live with no notice?
You forced this situation on her.
Why would I do such a thing to Lena? Dude, you have as much agency as I do.
No! No, what? No! Oh my god, bro. This guy is like a complete psychopath. This is insane. Okay, just keep in mind, all right? I understand that he probably couldn't tell the employee of somebody he's making a video on that he's making a video. I understand that. Okay, that makes sense. But why would you release this video before Creator Clash when Ethan has announced that after Creator Clash, he'll be releasing a fucking nuclear fallout video on Hassan Piker, and the drama will still be like, you know, for a matter of fact that the fucking drama will be relevant after this video releases. I mean, after this event has happened. So if you want to target Ethan and make a response and you're that fucking ass mad about it, why not just take 2 months? Focus on your event, focus on selling tickets, focus on fucking sending a shitload of money to charity, and then wartime. As soon as that shit's over, fight. Okay, but instead, you posted it now. You posted it while they were live. You posted it and sent like a panic text message saying, oh, it wasn't my intention. Oh, it wasn't my intention. While they're having fucking panic attacks on the fucking stream that you are recording and using in your Content Deputy video. Okay? Like, this is extremely stupid. The audience is not as dumb as you want us to be.
You didn't have to badmouth me on your podcast. That was a choice that you made.
Oh, you badmouthed me on your podcast? Now your employee will get it.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree. My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up.
Oh, the organizers of this event are not jumping to my defense? All right, well, maybe instead of shit-talking them, maybe I should zip it.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
You already what? You'll make a video that's one of the most disingenuous you've ever released in your entire career? The worst content cop objectively in line with all the other ones? Holy shit, dude, that's terrible.
Forced Lena into this horrible situation. And again, you forced this situation on her. By the way,
don't you dare make me post a bad video.
Idubbbz, Lena's fucking having a panic attack.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
But you're just
Yeah, I've seen the same clip like 15 times. It feels like I'm watching an I'm Alex response video.
Lobbing it to me and Anisa. I'm lobbing it back to you. You're the one who brought it up. If you lob it back to me and you say, well, I didn't have your back publicly. Well, fuck you. I'm going to lob it back and say, you're being irresponsible on your podcast, and you're not taking any accountability for the shit you're putting out online. I think that's gonna do it for this video. There's a lot more that I can share, but I'll save that for the future.
Oh my god, he's gonna make another one. Thank you, God. He's gonna make another one. Oh, this is so good. This is so awesome. He's gonna make another one.
And in closing, I will reiterate so that, you know, there's no ambiguity about it. Anisa and I are no longer...
There's gonna be a content mall cop. Oh god, please feed me here. Feed me. Nick eats Oreos, wants to be fed.
Right, so that, you know, there's no ambiguity about it. Anisa and I are no longer involved in Creator Clash.
Bang.
We're stepping down completely. We hope that the event is a massive success.
It won't be.
This year, we hope that all of the fighters get what they wanted out of it. I'm sorry that I'm such a fucking nasty person who just wants to roll around in the shit.
Apology accepted, Ian. You've greatly benefited.
I'll put the link to Creator Clash down in the description.
Please make more bad videos.
If you want to support them in their mission to get creators to fight and raise money for charity, you can do that down there. I will be doing that on my own, and I hope you guys have a good time. Also, for all the people who touch grass, I want to remind you to click the like button on this video. Not so it goes in your algorithm or anything, just specifically so that we can add a counter narrative, or I can get an idea of how much astroturfing is out there, because I know that a lot of these fuckers, they love their dislike button.
Oh, we're gonna have to give him a win. We're gonna have to give him a win. Here it comes. Here comes the real stat. Here comes the fucking rake that Ethan's walking into.
Extensions. And I saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck? These are all like fabricated numbers. The like-dislike ratio was like 80-20 on my video, and then they tried to create a narrative of like, no, people actually hate this content cop, guys.
Wait, you're not gonna show it? This is a screenshot.
It's actually so much worse. Like, bitch, like, people were more upset with, like, my wife being on OnlyFans. You're not gonna convince the internet that fucking Ethan Klein isn't being a piece of shit. Like,
wait, why'd you show the stat for that video and not... Oh, no.
Like, sorry, guys. It doesn't matter how many dislike extensions you have.
We can free Palestine without being a Nazi, okay? Yeah, fuck you.
Wait, no, he didn't show it. Wait. Wait, how bad is the dislike ratio if he didn't show it? That's actually insane. Okay, wow, okay. I feel like that's just such an easy dunk. Why would you say... Oh, it's fake, guys. Anyway, here's the outro.
You guys do, okay? How about you fucking Nazis? How about that?
It's blatantly and obviously...
Dude, this is fucking weird. Wait.
They love their I'll be doing that on my own, and I hope you guys have a good time. Also, for all the people who touch grass, I want to remind you to click the like button on this video, not so it goes in your algorithm or anything, just specifically so that we can add a counter narrative, or I can get an idea of how much astroturfing is out there. Because I know that a lot of these fuckers, they love their dislike button extensions. And I saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck? These are all like fabricated numbers. The like-dislike ratio was like 80-20 on my video, and then they tried to create a narrative of like, no, people actually hate this content cop, guys. It's actually so much worse. Like, bitch, like, people were more upset with like my wife being on OnlyFans. You're not gonna convince the internet that fucking Ethan Klein isn't being a piece of shit. Like, sorry guys, it doesn't matter how many dislike extensions you have.
We can free Palestine without being a Nazi.
That's so crazy, bro. I think I actually think he probably, like, I think it's probably worse than he says, because he would just show it. He would just flash the actual dislike button. So all he says here, he says at the, wait, so when he said that, that's at the time, right? When they first had initially gone, it was at 80%. He's referencing the screenshot. And then he says that 61% is worse than the actual dislikes of the video. So it's not half, but it's still probably not good if he's not going to just show it. My guess is it's probably like between 69 and 74. That's probably what we get. If he shows it, my guess is between 69 and 74.
You're not gonna convince the internet that fucking Ethan Klein isn't being a piece of shit. Like, sorry guys, it doesn't matter how many dislike extensions you have.
We can free Palestine without being a Nazi, okay? Yeah, fuck you guys too, okay? How about you fucking Nazis? How about that?
It's blatantly and obviously fucking disingenuous. This shit blew my fucking mind. Like, this is fucking insane. And like, dangerous. He is going out of his way to slander you as a neo-Nazi. Like,
it's a real shame that you, like, this would hit so hard if you didn't join the Bad Empanada clan.
That can get you hurt.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was... Okay, so points that I think can go... I do think it's reasonable...
We can free...
I think it's reasonable to say that Ethan shouldn't talk about things like that with his with his kids specifically on the podcast. That I could lend. I think most of this, like the whole creator clash section, is horrendous. I think he blatantly lies in it. I think the timeline argument is wrong. I don't think he really understands the CPS incident. Maybe Ethan shouldn't have gone super hard with like the anti-Semitism jokes like right in the beginning when he first heard about it. That's like the nicest thing I can say about this video. There is just so much bullshit in this video. I'm trying to do a new content cop thing where I say some positive stuff at the end. This guy is like a psycho. I'm gonna wait till after I finish the entire segment, then say he's unhinged, like I'm making a deposition on one of Destiny's ex-girlfriends. Oh god, this is content crack. Wait, so what's happening right now? What is the response to this? YouTube drama, content deputy. Also, this thumbnail is like a sleep paralysis demon. That's what I envision. You are currently banned from this community. I know I am. I think that's not how you spell his name as well. I think it's 2 B's, right? What a fucking creepy thumbnail. Hey, how come he's got like a slice in his eye? Has he been drawn like a domestic abuse survivor or something? Wow. Sir, a second video has hit the tower. What a lovely Saturday. This is going to make Ethan shit and piss. The second tower has been hit. A lot of this drama seems to come from the fact that 2 Jewish people cannot accept that a lot of the world do not like genocide, regardless of whether Israel was disgustingly attacked by terrorists. I understand that people connected to a state that has been attacked will be more sensitive and defensive, but quite frankly, if you support the actions of the IDF, which he doesn't, killing kids, dropping bombs on hospitals, and kicking people off the roof, it's like... Alright. Let's be honest here. Let's call a spade a spade. I would like to see the stats on roof kicks between Palestinians and Israelis. I would like to see the stats, chat. Can we get the stats on how many people are oftentimes kicked from roofs by the Palestinians and kicked from roofs by the IDF? I would need to see that in writing. The comments on the video are wild. So many disparaging views on a 30-minute video, and it's not even out that long. After watching the debate live last night, and Ethan coming out screaming and trying to derail any real conversation with drama clips, shouting, "I don't care, this is boring," every time Hassan tried to explain. We're getting spoiler alerts. We have to go back to that. What a thumbnail. Seems like a solid response so far. Like, these people are fucking... Like, this is insane, bro. Dude, the thought cloud has infected everyone. Idubbbz defends people calling CP... Let's go to a neutral subreddit. That's probably better. Sam Hyde really did break Like, LSF is more neutral, right? You can't go to Snark because that's not neutral. You can't go to r/YouTube drama because they're all BreadTube, Hassan Piker, Dick Riders. So that's off the table as well. Obviously, you can't go to H3H3. That's done too. Oh, God. Dude, I got my Conquest Wiggler. Give me this, yo. I'm putting this on, dude. Holy shit. This is good. We can celebrate our conquest of Creator Clash. Stand ready for my arrival, worm. Holy fuck, dude. This is great. Put this on. We got our Conquest Wiggler. I gotta change the title so I don't omit any other Wigglers. Thank you, Hellbent. Boom. There we go. Conquest Wiggler! Thank you, Hellbent. Holy fuck, dude. We just conquested Creator Clash. Of course, the clip comes from Destiny, so this is all disregarded. I mean, he sacrificed his entire reputation already. He's probably going all in on this wild position because he has nothing left to lose. What a crazy way to go out. It's crazy that Ian said he has empathy at 30, while doing content cop and doubling down on your close friend for 10 years is not empathy. Yeah, but he told his friends to say nice things for 3 minutes at the end of a video. He didn't learn empathy. People like him are phony and pretend to have empathy. I mean, the discussion ends here. Rip Idubbbz. What a shitfire way to go. I really didn't care that he decided to denounce his old content cops, nor did I care about his wife doing OnlyFans, but this type of shit is where he lost me. Alright, but are these just H3 fans cross-posting? Where are you posting? LSF, World of Warcraft, Minnesota. Oh, Docs? Jesus. I guess not. Dude. Oops. I know absolutely fuck all about this drama or Idubbbz or Destiny, but this is a good clip. Holy twist ending. Idubbbz sweeping the burnt ashes of his career. Ian is implying that H3 fans called CPS, really? And again, this was my big pushback against the talking points that we were seeing last time, is that people were saying that the fans called CPS and they were trying to rewrite the Snark narrative. And that would have been helpful if Ian and Anisa had spoken out against it. But what we actually learned is that they agreed with that narrative too. Every single time Ian didn't say something and people said, well, it could be for this reason, it always turns out to be the the worst possible scenario. Like, he had the worst take imaginable, and you couldn't guess that he'd be this wrong. But in hindsight, it is kind of difficult to think charitably about him. Wait, did Hassan pay him to do a double down video? He made content deputy that fast? Absolutely, allegedly. Hassan, under his breath, said, Ethan, good job of ruining a charity event or whatever. By the way, Idubbbz, if you watch this, I'm reading something of somebody joking. I know. Your head doesn't work correctly after the punches from Dad and whoever the fuck you fought in the last fight, but that is somebody joking, okay? That guy is not saying that happened. Hi, Ian. Hi, Hassan Piker. I'm like the streamer, bro. Holy fuck. Man, Idubbbz is almost as bad at self-owning as Denims nowadays. Idubbbz, are you okay? You seem to be crashing out. We're in some serious need of mental help. Like, please talk to your therapist. It's not looking good. It seems like you're spiraling into... Like, this is literally how he would word a response to himself. Wake up, Ian! Wake up! Oh, dude, if you want to go in chat and say hi to whatever YouTubers and like whoever your favorite YouTuber is from the story, they're probably watching. I've never seen someone make a huge shift in ideology like Idubbbz. It's really strange to see the same person act nothing like they were in a short amount of time. But a month ago, they would have told you that was growth. That was like their growth as human beings. When in reality, it's proven that one bad day, okay, can turn you into exactly the man you were before, but less funny and worse at making videos. How the fuck did Ian get so brain broken? CTE. Sam Hyde fucked him up real good. The OnlyFans stuff and Sam Hyde really changed the trajectory of his life. A real bummer seeing this be said. You've never had to deal with CPS or ended up in a foster system. No, people just said mean things to his wife. Idubbbz criticizing Ethan for being too open when we could see his wife's butthole for Big Mac's peak irony. I don't think she does full naked stuff. I feel like that's not real, but people told me last time she did. I'm pretty sure that's not true, but I don't know. Maybe, who knows? It wasn't us, but if it was a good thing. Yeah, that's how it feels. Look at those dead eyes. Dude, he got bad LASIK surgery. That's why he looks like that. I kind of feel bad for him because everyone looks at him like, oh, look at dead eye Ian. But it's just like he got a fucked up LASIK surgery. No, it's not full nude. Yeah. These people have lost the plot. He should have retired and remained a legendary YouTuber in culture, but he destroyed everything with his support for mentally ill psychopaths with nothing better to do than traumatize children. Credit where credit is due. It's very brave of Ian to be such a piece of shit in the open. What zero pussy does to a motherfucker. Brother, I have seen what having pussy does to a motherfucker, and it will never be recovered. Jesus. Is there any other interesting threads to check out? Let me pull this back over. I'm trying not to go to any of the generic subs and just read all of the... Oh, the clip.live subreddit. I can't pull it up because I'm gonna have to delete a comment. Jesus. Sounds like a big F slur to me. All right, you can't do that on my subreddit. All right? You're gonna get me in trouble. Okay? I can't. Oh, God. 47-minute condensed video of the Ethan debate. But you have to watch Asmongold to see it. Hi, Tommy C's cat. Tommy C's cat's in the call right now. This is my favorite post I've seen so far. In order to not exploit the disabled, Ethan should not respond to Ian. Wow. Okay. Okay. Hi, Nerd City. Well, he's watching now, you asshole. Is there anything else on LSF, I guess? Hassan doubles down on denying mass rapes on October. Apparently that happens. I haven't seen that yet. Jesus. Maybe LSF is a little anti. Maybe are these DGG? The problem is there's no real unbiased subreddits because it feels like everybody's team sports affiliated. I don't know. I at least try to see stuff from other people's angle, but I don't know. Ethan Destiny. Has Ian joined the ranked of the fucking repeated? Is he officially like, is it Ian, Ethan, Hassan, Destiny? Or has Ian not reached the rank yet? I argue he does. Okay, here, let's go right into the fire. Let's go to r/Hassan Piker. Okay? Let's read some fucking tweets, dude. Or Reddit posts. He came in with the receipts. I love the timeline. Ethan is actually mentally ill and just verbal diarrhea every stream. Damn, he's fast. Wait, is that fast? That was like the slowest one. That was literally the slowest one that he's ever put out. He's usually under a week, right? I'm so confused. Hold on. The 1-2 punch from Ian? That's how he got fucking CTE, dude. They think this is a 1-2 punch. They think punching somebody, standing there like an idiot, taking 15 blows to the head, and then swinging again is a 1-2 punch. That's crazy. This is literally how this happened. Holy fuck, dude. They think he made this because of the debate? Oh, that he timed it after... Oh, I see. I see what you're talking about. Okay. Oh, yeah, because we're on the Hassan subreddit. That makes sense. 1-2 punch like Kendrick. Get him. Dude, they're going to say this right now, and they're going to moan that Ethan's going to run 7 days of streams covering everything from Creator Clash 2 to Hassan's recent statements and stuff like that. Again, just reiterating all of his talking points, to reacting to this video. This is going to be like another fucking solid week's worth of streams. And they're going to cry harassment over and over again. The comments have already been brigaded. More jobless neets than the Idubbbz fans. Bro, you guys are trying to do fucking socialism out of like a fucking dirty, disgusting basement. What are you talking about? There's more neets in this community. Hassan's community is two things, all right? 18 to 22-year-old women, and then like 35-year-old fucking unemployed losers waiting for socialism to come pick up their fucking income. Women, yeah, I legitimately... Most of the people who watch Hassan don't watch him for his politics. They're all horny 18-year-old to 22-year-old women. I can't imagine that most of these people are... And I base that off the fact that he's retarded. And I've decided that that's the case. Just to be clear, that's my source. Who won? Me. I keep winning. I can't stop winning, dude. In the last 48 hours, URR has been covered by Mama Max, Hassan Piker, and then I got shouted out by Gila Klein in the Content Cop. I can't... Those are words that just came out of my mouth, dude. I legitimately cannot stop winning. Oh, fuck, dude. Holy shit. I love YouTube drama. Hey, Alex Gekmo. All right? Just hanging out with my 9,000 closest friends and family. I was wondering, when you said that there'd be no drama this year and the drought would starve us dry, did you envision this? Did you envision that Ian would be making a third video on Ethan? This is crazy, dude. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Shout out Alex, big supporter of the channel. Runs all my friends out of the communities. It makes them go crazy.